Breaking news across the United States. Talk of $2,000 tariff rebate checks has sparked a wave of hope and questions. Could every American really receive a payment funded by import tariffs? Tonight we break down the facts behind the promise and separate what's real from political buzz. The idea came from comments made by former President Donald Trump during a recent interview.
We're looking at something where, number one, we're paying down debt because people have allowed the debt to go crazy. But, you know, with growth, with the kind of growth we have now, the debt is very little, relatively speaking. You grow yourself out of that debt. It's not a question of paying it. You grow yourself out. And the numbers are so much bigger than they ever were. The numbers we have now are bigger than they ever were. So when you have $36 trillion in debt a year ago or 2 years ago, and you have a lot less revenue coming in, then you have 37 or 38. It's not 38 yet, but it will be. And the numbers are so much bigger. All of a sudden, 38, you're under-levered, whereas for 36, you were highly levered. We're not highly levered anymore. Now, with that being said, we'll pay back debt, but we also might make a distribution to the people, almost like a dividend to the people of America.
How much are you thinking for that, sir?
Well, we're thinking maybe $1,000 to $2,000.
He floated the possibility of using money collected from tariffs, taxes on imported goods, to give back to Americans directly. He called it a dividend to the people. That single statement sent headlines spinning, $1,000 to $2,000 checks funded by tariffs. But what exactly does that mean? Even if the idea sounds appealing, it can't happen by executive order alone. Congress would need to pass legislation, determine who qualifies, and allocate funds through the federal budget. That means months, perhaps years of negotiation. Analysts point out that the plan is arriving in an election cycle where big promises often make big headlines. For everyday Americans, the rebate would act like a small stimulus, extra money for bills, groceries, or savings. But its real impact depends on whether tariffs remain high enough to sustain those payments, and if foreign trade slows, that revenue could shrink quickly, leaving less money for rebates. As of now, no law has been passed. There are no official checks approved and no date set for distribution. What we're seeing is a proposal and a political conversation about who should benefit from tariffs, the government or the people. Still, the idea of a tariff dividend is gaining traction, and if it ever becomes law, it would mark a historic shift in how trade policy touches every American household. So, are $2,000 tariff rebate checks really on the way? Not yet, but the debate has begun. Stay with us for updates as this story develops. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you're the first to know if Washington ever signs this into law.